ECSI fans, you want to revolutionize your sports investing habits? Allow me to tell you about WagerWire. WagerWire is an app that helps you become a superior bettor by allowing you to sync all your sports books and track all your bets in one place. See your current action, your betting history, and stats. You could also sign up for sports books and collect bonus offers. Follow them at WagerWire on X, as it's the best account on the platform. Head to App Store or Play Store now and search WagerWire and download the app.
2,000 years long, we will never settle. Hard days, no rain with a heavy metal. No time, no fail, won't stop here. Like a torch to a flame when it burns hot. We won't stop. Come on, baby, higher.
Good morning, sports fans from all around the globe. I am the host, Jeff Dawson, East Coast Sports Investors. That time of the week for 3 Men in a Box. Today, Matt Grissom, Nick Hathcote, Quentin Mills on assignment. Week number 5, NCAA Baseball conference play officially begins. I'm looking at the matchups, and boy, we got some big matchups here. Yes, I know the March Madness is going on, the buzzer beaters and all that good stuff, but we got you before the madness begins. I think, though, there's actually a game going off as we speak. So first and foremost, a shout out to our proud sponsors and partnerships. It's WagerWire. Head on over to Google Play. Download the app. It is free. Viva Tequila Seltzers, 6 flavors in all. The East Coast is cuckoo for coconut. Atlanta Steaks and Seafood.com. Meats, seafood, wines, appetizer. Terry Smith's got it all. Order today at AtlantaSteaksandSeafood.com. Could be grilling by Monday or Tuesday. So without further ado, let's bring them in. Mr. Matt Grissom and Mr. Nick Hathcote. What's up, boys?
Good afternoon, Jeff.
What's up, Jeffrey?
Yes, March Madness, yes, conference championships, but we got week number 5, NCAA Baseball, where the rubber meets the road. Conference play officially begins. I was going to say Quentin Mills. Geez, apologies here. I will.
Oh, you got the name. Yeah, I am Nick Hathcote, as you can see.
I will get that fixed. Nick, what are you focusing on today? What really stood out for you?
Yeah, I mean, it feels like opening day all over again. This is kind of what the SEC teams build up for. They know it's a gauntlet. It's not even like the football where it's like, let's play 4 or 5 conference games and then have a small mid-major team in between. Like, no, this is 10 straight weeks, 30 straight conference games on the weekends. So it's a huge test. And this is kind of where we find out who's real contenders, who's kind of been pretending because of their schedule. And I saw this online, like it said a lot. Where it's from Mark Etheridge. So SEC up to Tuesday was 202-35 on the season. So they had 35 losses. They had 70 wins by double digits. So they've won twice as many games by double digits as they've even lost. Now, you also got to think Missouri is 8 of those losses. So it gets even like worse when you take them out. So yeah, this is kind of where, like I said, rubber meets the road. Let's find out who's pretending and who's going to be for real this year.
What do you see, Matt?
Yeah, a lot like what Nick just said. I think you're going to see scores come down. I think Arkansas over the last 10 games, they've averaged 11 runs. I think that gets cut in half once the SEC play starts. Can Tennessee continue can they sustain their success that they've had? Florida, Alabama, really like the whole top half of the SEC. In my opinion, it's okay. Are you legit or are you not? Mississippi State. I think you could say Texas, Oklahoma with Carson Witherspoon. There's so many teams that are good, but it has proven over the years you've got to be great to get to the Omaha, to get to the College World Series championship, all that. So we'll see who the great teams are out of the SEC.
My eyes just went right to the first one here. I see Tennessee hosting Florida. Give us your Tennessee update.
Yeah, this is why Q's not here. He didn't want to hear about this. No, it'll be a good one. I will have boots on the ground for this. I will be there tonight, 6:30 Eastern, first pitch. This is a great one. I mean, top 10 matchup. You got Liam Peterson going against Liam Doyle, two possible like first round draft picks eventually. So this is an awesome matchup. And I think for Florida, I think tonight is the most important game for Florida because they're kind of racking up the injuries on the mound. So I don't think they want to get where they're down like 2-0 going into Sunday and kind of have to piece together a bullpen day. So I really think they're going to go all in with like whatever they do with Peterson. They're going to try to get whatever they can out of him, but then they're going to use their main bullpen guys to really try to steal one on Friday. But Tennessee, I think I mentioned this Tuesday. Let's see what these freshmen do. Like they're starting like 3 or 4 playing a lot, but it's so much different getting into SEC play. Like Liam Peterson, like they've seen guys in travel ball, but I guarantee none of these freshmen have faced like a Liam Peterson type stuff and type arm outside of like just the inner squads that they do with Tennessee, which is good practice, but it's just different. Kind of when you get in the environment, the plate should be packed. It's supposed to be 80 degrees and sunny. So it's going to be an awesome series, and it's cool that it gets to start off with a rivalry like Tennessee and Florida in week 1.
Well, I look, Matt, I see you're traveling to Ole Miss. Overnight number was just -130. We'll get into the selections, of course, for today and the weekend. They actually posted an under over at 12.5 overnight, now down to 11 at DraftKings. Kind of funny, Nick, they have afraid to put up an over under yet. What I'm looking at, of course. But yeah. Matt, they're kind of expecting, first one, let me see here. Let me do some quick math there, see it shakes up. If it's an 11, -130, first one to 6 wins this game. How you feeling?
Yeah, Hunter Elliott versus Zach Root going into the Friday night roll for Arkansas. I feel like that's the best move. Elliott's good. He coming off a season-ending surgery last year. His advanced numbers aren't as good as Root, but I do think 6 or 7 runs probably wins this. I did bet the under 11. I just saw totals pop up though. I don't know when 12.5 came out. That would have been great. But Arkansas opened -115 last night. I grabbed it. Our site projects some -119, so it's pretty much dead on. I just think the role of moving Root, the more experienced, the more consistent pitcher, move Root to that spot, and then you've got your best arm going on Friday night, and that's what you want. Now it's Friday afternoon because they moved the game up to 2 p.m. Central for weather. But I like Arkansas to win game 1.
Nick, any series really, really catch your eye? Is there, anything that I know you'll be at the Vols game, of course, but is there a series that really pops out?
Yeah, to stick in the SEC, I'll go just because it's teams that like with question marks. Let's go Texas at Mississippi State. I think this is one that you could see going either way. Like, would I be shocked if Texas sweeps them? No. Would I be shocked if Mississippi State wins a series? No. And it's also a great introduction for Texas. Like, hey, welcome to the SEC. Here's 11,000 screaming fans cooking out in left field. And it's kind of a real, like, hey, this is a real ballpark and these are real fans. And this is the first time like Texas has gone on the road this year. I know they played 2 tournaments, but also they had a lot of fans at Vegas. They had a lot of fans when they were obviously in Arlington, where they're going to get a ton of fans. So this is their first true road test, and Mississippi State's not a place where that's not going to be any fun. So let's see what happens there, because like I'm interested. Jared Spencer, I'm very high on. Texas is a starter tonight, but Pico Cone's been very good for Mississippi State as well. So this could be another low scoring game, just because those 2 starters. Texas's bullpen gives me a little bit of worries, which is why I haven't played either side in this one. I would probably lean Texas. I think Matt's the other way. But I don't. This is probably one that I will end up staying off of. But it's going to be a very, very good series to watch. and kind of this will set the tone for the rest of the season for both these teams.
How about you, Matt? Is there a series other than Arkansas and your plays, of course, that really pops in your eye?
Yeah, down in Baton Rouge, Missouri, taking on LSU. It's going to be an absolute terrible series, and you don't want to pay attention to it. It's Missouri baseball. No, Alabama, Texas A&M to me is the best series on the board outside of Tennessee, Florida. I think Florida would probably be more competitive had they not lost Pierce Capalla, and is it Curlin that's also out?
Yeah, Curlin's out. Yeah.
But I mean, I was blown away by how high that number was. I mean, you look at just straight rankings, you've got number 2 versus number 7, and it's minus whatever 300. But this Alabama, Texas A&M, talk about 2 separate trajectories for teams. Alabama off to a really hot start when a lot of people really didn't expect this. Texas A&M comes in as the consensus number 1 team. They're sitting at 10-6. We've lost midweeks to, really bad teams. And then where can we turn it around? You get Alabama coming home, and College Station is going to be a fun place to play. But Alabama, the way that they're hitting the ball right now, Justin LeBron should be leading the Golden Spikes candidate list. This is is Texas A&M really this bad, or is Alabama really this good? And I think we can figure it out in game 1.
Well, there's a lot of games and stuff to go over here. What I'm going to do here, if I can be so coy here, is we're going to go to a quick commercial break. And when we come back, Nick, you can start us off with some Friday Night Lights. Stay tuned. Stage is yours, sir.
Yeah, I like one game I'm on tonight is I really like Oklahoma traveling on the road to South Carolina. Kyson Weatherspoon is a great Friday night guy in the SEC. He might not be as well known as some of the other names, but he's one that people are going to figure out who he is real quick. And Matthew Becker is the normal Friday guy for South Carolina. He's not pitching at all this weekend. So I don't know if the books just didn't realize that, or if they're giving South Carolina a huge bump for being at home. But I think I like Oklahoma's offense better. I love Oklahoma's pitching staff. I think it's a lot better than South Carolina's. So for this number to be minus 120 is a little bit off for me. And then kind of another quick one. As an underdog, I like plus 130 Arizona State traveling to TCU. This is another one where TCU is dealing with injuries on the mound. Absolutely love Arizona State here. Now, what scares me is their bullpen. Let's not get it wrong. It's one of those where Arizona State could be up 5-1 in the 7th, and they'll blow it. So that's a scary one. That's the only scary part for me. But if there was a first 5, I'd love Arizona State first 5. But I do like this at plus 130. I think Arizona State's the overall better team. So to get that at plus 130 is a great number.
Give me 1 second here for Mr. Grissom.
I am just like Nick on Oklahoma. I really like Kyson Weatherspoon. He's off to a really good start. 0.74 Sierra. And South Carolina, they get legendary coach Paul Maneri. And they've got Ethan Petrie, but really, what else did they have? Decent team, but I think seeing them against Clemson really told me all I needed to know about how good they were going to be long-term this season. So I'm going to fade them and back Oklahoma with the better arm. And then Sam Dutton, Auburn, money line, plus 100, even money. This is a good game, Auburn, Vanderbilt. You've got J.D. Thompson. Both these guys are sub-3 Sierra guys. It's your typical Friday night starter in the SEC. I think Auburn's playing a little bit better. I'm not a huge Tim Corbin fan and how Vanderbilt plays. I know Ike Irish is going to be out for the Tigers, but I still think Auburn is worth the play. Getting plus money at home in the SEC, I think that's the play to make. And then another team getting plus money, Alabama. I talked about them earlier. Justin LeBron, this team is just on fire. And I think Ryan Prager's good. Texas A&M is not going to surprise me if they take game 1. They're supposed to. But at plus 124, I'm taking Alabama. I think they're going to play a spoiler here. They've got the offense to pop off 5 or 6 runs. against Texas A&M's bullpen. So we'll see if they can hold on. And then I took Mississippi State. Nick talked about it earlier with Texas. That's going to be a good matchup on the mound with Jared Spencer and Pico Cone. But again, you're getting the SEC team at shorter odds. That's the home dog in a sense. They're minus 105, but that means Texas is minus 135. But Duty Noble Field's not an easy place to play. You're going to have a ton of rednecks from Starkville waving the cowbells. Jared Spencer coming from Indiana State. I'm sure he's going to walk out there on the mound and say, what in the hell is this? What's wrong with you people? It should be fun. And then another one, UNC Wilmington minus 130 versus Charlotte. Zane Taylor is a guy that I've backed a couple times now this season. He's off to a really, really good start. This is also an under game, in my opinion. Blake Gillespie, the pitcher for Charlotte, coming off, I think, a 9-inning shutout. Is that right, Nick?
No hitter.
No hitter.
9-inning no hitter. Yeah.
I'm assuming the first one of 3 runs may win this game, but Zane Taylor also goes deep. I think he's averaging about 7 1/4 or a 7 1/3 innings per game. So go with Seahawks at home versus Charlotte, Bulldogs versus Texas, Arkansas, and Auburn, Oklahoma. There we go.
So we always wrap up this show. Nick, tell them where they can find all your work, of course, and your selections and whatever's going on for the weekend.
Yeah, in Halfcoat413 on X. Usually you could find anything from our Discord links, which is a great place to kind of talk to us, talk to other college baseball fans, get their plays. All of our plays, like I only mentioned 2, but I have 5 so far. That you can find them in our Dub Club. I believe the link is at the top of, it's like our clubhouse. It's linked at the top of our NCAA Insiders page on X. So great, obviously, resource. You don't just get my plays, you get Matt's, you get Q's, you get Smitty's. So all of our plays for one price. So it's definitely worth it, and we've been killing it so far. And everybody who has said that they paid for it, like all their money's been made up already. So it's a good deal.
Yep. I'm 42, 31, 58% plus 9.15 units or something. But I pretty much gave you my whole card. There are a couple more plays that I didn't. Good job, Nick, holding it close to the chest. But I did that Tuesday, too. I think I gave out 5, and I went 3 and 2, which one of them was George Mason plus 230 for a quarter unit. So not a huge loss, but, we're here. We're here to make money.
At Grissom on X and NCAA Insiders?
collegebaseballinsiders.com. Awesome matchup preview. I saw D1 was doing their predictive picks. Again, you can pay whatever for 62% winners. Kendall Rogers. We're a small, close-knit family here in college baseball, but I got to take my shots where I can. Our website's 68% right now. D1 62 and cost money. Our 68 absolutely free. You do the math there. Go check it out. And I'm at Grissom on X on Twitter.
Well, guys, I want you to have an amazing, amazing weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy the madness. And we'll be back on Tuesday. How's that sound?
Sounds great, man.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jeff.
Take care, gentlemen. Go follow, of course, Nick Hathcote and Matt Grissom at NCAA Insiders, at Grissom on X, at Nick Hathcote on Twitter as well. Quick commercial break, and then we'll wrap it up. Stay tuned.
Jared, hey, we're going to need you to tone it down with the Summer Friday thing, okay?
What are you talking about?
Well, for one, it's not summer anymore.
Oh, really?
Coconut. Also, who is this?
I'm the caddy.
Oh, he's my intern.
Sorry, intern. I'm his intern.
Yeah, he's doing a great job.
No golfing in the office, okay? Summer Fridays are over. You can keep the Hawaiian shirt, but the rest of this stuff, all right? Are you grilling?
Oh, yeah. Did you want a burger or a hot dog?
No, grilling in the office.
It's a good point. We should take this outside.
No, that don't. You put that right back down.
Yo, it's all in the hips.
Oh, dude, come on, we gotta go. Let's go.
Another week in the books. Go follow the guys, of course. Matt Grissom at Grissom on X, Nick Hathcote and Hathcote 413 NCAA Insiders, of course. Quentin Millie, that's at was it Q Millie? That's 3 L's, 2 Y's, who was on assignment here as well. Guys, it's going to be a crazy weekend as the madness has begun. Conference championship week Sunday around 6:20. You'll have a bracket in hand, and you'll figure out who you got to the Final Four, who's in your championship game, and of course, who's going to win the game. The final game on Monday, April 7th, I think it is. And what's so beautiful about that is baseball will officially begun, and then it's Masters Week. So anyone interested in your ECSI VIP selections, 2 ways to get it. Head to our website at eastcoastsportsinvestors.com. Top right corner, plans and pricing, slide all the way down, and you see 2 prices: $375 retail price on a monthly basis, same price that it's been since January 1st, 2015, or ECSI VIP gym membership, we call it, for $3 a day. All our plays sent to your cell phone and emailed. $99, just set it and forget it. Or I too have partnered up with Dub Club. If you go to EC Sports Invest, take a look at our profile, just click right there, bing, bang, boom. If you jump in for the full tournament, there is a promo code 25 off madness to get your feet wet here. It's been a great week. I want to thank all of our guests throughout the week, and apologies to Andrew McGinnis for this morning. Life happens, the first time in 10 years. It's absolutely crazy. Apologies. I owe you to death there. Gentlemen, ladies, have a great week and weekend, and we will see you next week. Stay tuned.